analysis. Thank you. Cameron Thomas.
Thank you, Chair. You mentioned that some of the impact that climate change is going to have on biodiversity in Antarctica. I read recently that avian influenza has also been sort of transferred to Antarctica. What are your thoughts on the implications for biodiversity of that and the stability of Antarctic ecosystems, particularly for vulnerable species?
So at the moment, there is some avian flu in Antarctica, particularly in the sub-Antarctic islands. It's pretty bad, I think, in the Falklands. But we have an island, a station called Bird Island, which is near South Georgia. There has been some, but not on Bird Island, but on South Georgia, in our station there, we have a specialist team that is doing specialist research on bird flu and genetic sequences, and they are specifically looking and watching very carefully at what's happening there. So far, the avian flu has not really taken hold very badly on that island. On the Antarctic Peninsula going south, we now know that there are some reports of avian flu there, and we do expect that it will just naturally, through bird contact, be seen further down the peninsula. So in our Rothera station, which is further south, we're very conscious of biosecurity. We take this very seriously with all the people that we take to Antarctica. And in Rothera, the instructions are very clear. Nobody is to touch any dead animals or birds. And there are specialist teams that are trained to deal with avian flu, and they would be the people that deal with any dead animals or birds with special protective gear.
Thank you. I've got quite a personal connection to the Falkland Islands. Can you tell me what activities is going on there? I seem to remember being taken on various tours in the armed forces to the outlying island. That could potentially have a significant impact on some of the penguin species. Do you know what activities is being undertaken in the Falkland Islands?
Not specifically, no. I do know that there is quite a lot of avian flu, or there has been avian flu on the Falklands, and that came across. There was definitely a movement coming down South America and across to the Falklands, but I'm not sure how they're handling it now.
Certainly. Oh, thank you. What steps ought to be taken to protect species from the spread of avian flu?
Well, as I said, we take biosecurity very seriously. So anybody that goes to Antarctica is giving a lot of training in biosecurity. We make sure that we've got special facilities in Cambridge and in the stations to make sure that everything is checked. We make sure that people, don't take muddy boots into Antarctica. They don't take, particularly seeds and anything that is literally alien into Antarctica as much as we can possibly manage.
It sounds like it might be quite difficult to manage given the increasing tourism that takes place in Antarctica.
Well, some of the Antarctic ships are very good at biosecurity, and they do take care about how their passengers behave and make it sure that they clean their boots and they really look after where they go. But yeah, I think that bird flu will be transmitted from bird to bird. It will be quite difficult to stop.
Thank you. Thanks, Chair.